look, I lost my father when I was 11, right? And one of the things you learn when you lose someone very significant at a young age, you learn that life is very, very short. And you do not know how short it is. It could end any freaking moment. And one of the lessons that I learned from that, experience, from that loss, was that this is my fucking life. And it is not my parents' life. It's not my brother's life. It's not my peer's life. It's not my school teacher's life. This is my life, and I'm going to live it the way I want to. And if I choose not to go to school, that's my decision. Okay, it's not your decision. These are my years. These are my days. I will choose to do whatever, frankly, the fuck I want. And that was sort of my frame. And there was no way in hell you're going to convince me to go to spend 3 years in school. It's not going to happen. Now, if you want to, like, if you wanted to kick me out of the house, all that, totally fine. Point is that this is my life. And, there's 5 kids. So I was the one of 5 that didn't finish university. But you know what? Like, I ended up building my passion, and that was one of the best decisions I ever made, was to not go back to school.
That's amazing. And I think for you were willing to own the consequence. Like, whatever happened, whether or not you're going to be successful or not, you were willing to take that risk. And I think that's so, so important for anyone even just listening to this, right? Because people, they want the success, but then they're not willing to embrace the risk and potential, loss that can come with it.
And you know what's funny though is that, like, there was delusion there at a young age when I was 18, 19, 20. There was delusion because I didn't see any risk. I was like, this is gonna work out. There was no self-doubt in my mind about it. Now, my aspiration was not to, build a 8-figure company. My aspiration was like, yeah, let's hit 6 figures, doing what I love and helping people and being able to live wherever I want, not have a boss, and live life on my terms and have freedom. And that was sort of the frame in which I wanted to achieve my success. And there was not a doubt in my mind that I couldn't do it. I knew I could. And so it's funny is that a lot of times success happens to those that have an element of delusion. They just have that absolute certainty, because with that certainty comes a very powerful, productive mindset. And, it might not, like, looking back, I'm like, damn, like, bro, like, what was I smoking? What was I smoking? But at that time, that mindset served me. And I think that there's 2 lessons to be had right now, is that, one, everyone has to live life for themselves. You need to choose the life path that you want, and you need to honor it. Most people are living up to other people's values, whether it be their parents, their friends, what they see on social media. The most important thing you do is identify what actually makes life worth living for you. What is the life that you want to create, okay? And that might require you to take a few days, a little trip to yourself, a weekend trip, to have time on yourself. But the most important thing we do is we identify, right? We identify what are those highest values, what is the life we want to live for us, and then we don't let those people around us steer us off path.